Hey everybody, William here with Gladiator Games, giving a gameplay demo for Clash, Ascension of the Elements. We have the game already set up for a 3-player game. All 3 hands have been dealt out. You can see we have the standard 6 scorecards and 6 free elements set out too. This is going to be the same for 3, 4, 5, 6 players. However, you'll notice that each one starts on rank 0, the neutral position at the beginning of the game. This is going to be the key factor of the game, is fighting over these numbers, trying to get your elements to be the highest ranked ones and your opponents to be the lowest. So let's just dive right in and play a couple hands. So start with player 1. You can see that they have a 6-card hand with various elements in it. On your turn, you pick one from your hand, play to the board, and resolve its text. So let's see. We'll go with the shadow card here. This card's simple, straightforward. It says raise the shadow. Nice and solid. So we'll play this card in front of us. It raises the shadow rank from 0 to 1, and we're done with our turn. At the end of our turn, we take our hand, pass it to the player on our right, and pass play to the player on our left. So let's take a look at their hand. So player 2, see they have quite a few things, slightly different makeup in their hand, but I really like this card. This water card here says gain a free element. So what this happens is when you play this card in front of you, you're allowed to pick one of the free elements here and put it in front of you also, increasing your overall score multiplier. So, looks like we're going water. Let's go all in, grab a free element of water, and our turn is over. As always, you pass your hand to the player on the right. That player draws a card, adds it to their hand, and you pass play to the player on your left. So here we are at player 3. Let's take a look at their hand. So I have 3 cards here. You know what? We'll go with this here. Now, light has some options on it. It says I can either raise the light or lower the shadow. We're a little early in the game, so I'm going to go with raise the light and play the light card. Play this, raise the light to 1. End the turn. So as always, you pass your hand to the player on your right, who then draws a card. Pass play to the player on your left. So back to player 1 now. And I'm sorry, actually I just skipped something. The last player of the game always has a hand waiting for them when they get finished. They pick up and draw the card and add it to that hand after the player before them has picked up their card and drawn. Alright, so now we're looking at our hand here again. Let's see what we got. Here we go. Water's gone very strong in water, but they haven't managed to raise the score yet. So we're going to hit them right now while they're down and make sure they don't get a good score. So we'll play this. It's an air card. Now it says on it, lower one element and raise another. So, playing it in front of us, we'll lower the water, giving them a -1 per element. We'll increase the shadow, making it stronger. As always, end of your turn, take your hand, pass it to the player on your right, pass play to the player on your left. Let's take a look at their hand. This is kind of good. Alright, so this player's in shadow, and they're messing with the water player, so they're going to play an anti-shadow card. And it says, lower the shadow. Pretty easy. It's light, and light's at a positive score, so all the way around a good card for them to play right now. They'll lower the shadow value, and of course at the end of their turn, they pass their hand to the player on the right, who then draws a card and adds it to their hand, and it passes play to the player on their left. So let's see. These 2 players are fighting it out, and this player seems to be kind of on the outskirts right now, being able to take maybe advantage of the situation. Not wanting to invest more in what elements they already have, let's go and flip to something different. We'll go with fire. Now fire is a very aggressive element. It usually destroys other elements or removes cards from your hand when you play it, kind of giving you more control over the game board. So this one right here says remove a free element from the game and raise the fire. Let's go for it. To make sure that no one else messes with us, let's take out dark. We'll remove this card from the game, play this in front of us, and raise the fire by 1. So here we are after 2 rounds of play. There's already been a lot of interaction and a lot of score change going on. Of course, at the end of the turn, the player always places their hand to the player on their right, who then draws a card and fills it up. And then this player will pick up their hand and draw their card for the turn. So there you are, the first few rounds of Clash. I hope you enjoy it.